Here we are again. Dustwallow Marsh, on my way to the raptors for some more actual raptor slaying and leveling up and whatnot. And also that just made me realize that actually Blackout does proc from Shadow Guard, which is interesting, but not really relevant for PvE grinding. Shadow Guard does bit too little damage for its mana cost and whatnot. Granted, I only have rank 1 Shadow Guard here. I haven't bothered spending the gold to upgrade that particular thing. Because it's only 3 charges. Like, if something hits you 3 times, it's done, and then you have to, you know, redo it, recast it. So from that point of view, I don't really need this Shadow Guard. I use it as a bonus damage, like when I drink and whatnot. I just put it on so that I get the little bit of extra damage from it against the next mob, and then I forget about it until I come to that point again. But the thing with it is it is sort of reasonable for endgame PvP to use Shadow Guard. But and the fact that it can proc the blackout is a neat little thing, but it's not really all that relevant, especially for leveling. So here we are. I'm gonna very soon here get myself to level 39, and honestly, I'm thinking I will just continue grinding after I hit level 39. Just, you know, get on going with that. Crocolisk made fine. All of this is vendor trash though. What is that? What is that? What? Where is it? There we go. Fade leaf, alright. I'll have more of those. Thanks. We'll have more of those, thank you. I'm going slightly in the wrong direction, it's on that side. Yeah, I will definitely have more fade leaf. So, like I said, it's probably gonna work in such a fashion that as soon as I hit level 39, I will just continue the grind, get towards level 40. I haven't had any luck. I did a little asking during the lunch break to see if like anybody needing a healer for Cathedral, Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. But nobody was interested in any of that. So whatever. Let's go. Let's get ourselves to 39 and then towards 40, and we will do Cathedral at level 40, I guess. That seems fairly reasonable. Oh yeah. My gold amount is looks a little smaller on the number up top, and the reason for that is because I actually hopped on my bank alt between and sent 15 gold over to this, so it obviously doesn't count the gold which is in the mail, you know. So yeah, there is that. That puts this character at 90 gold, or actually over. So we should have easy enough time getting to that over 100 gold mark by level 40. Well, that's a very good blackout there. Very good blackout there. And yeah, I know I'm going on about the blackout, like every so often and whatnot, but to me it really is one of those like, do I want this or do I not? And so paying more and more attention to it, or trying to, is like is like how would I say it, like if I how do I make you know, turn this into sentences that make sense, right? Alright, um so basically I'm trying to pay attention to it when it happens, and then like note it to myself. Okay, was this actually useful to me? What, when did this occurred? Because it's a percentage chance, right? Right now it is a 8% chance. Next level it will be 10% chance. Like, was it this useful to me? If it was not useful to me, how often is it not useful to me? How often is it actually useful to me? Like, like if it happens once every like 10, let's use that 10% chance. If it happens once every 10 spell cast, like right now, it is very useful, right? It just stops the creature from getting to me, which means that my powered shield will last even longer. I get another take of Shadow Word Pain in there while it's doing absolutely nothing. That is very useful to me, right? Even during the leveling process. And that's what I am concerned for with at the moment. I'm not concerned with like how good is it at end game PvP. Don't care. How good is it right now for this leveling, right? So that is where it concerns me. Like, how good is it right now for me, and how often is it some sort of a detriment to me? Like, the blackout happens on the Mind Blast, on the Shadow Word Pain, like one of those two moves, and then like, you know, I put a little bit of distance between myself and the raptor, and I'm outside of the reach of Mindfly, where I'm basically just standing there, scratching my nose and going, well, come to me so I can Mindfly you, alright? Like that, in that instance it is not as useful. It is, granted, it's still a creature which is not rushing at me to beat on my power word shield, but it is not as useful because I can't instantly continue my rotation to do stuff. or I have to do extra moves, I have to step closer to it to continue the mind flame or whatever, and so on. I have to go away from my consistent rotation that I like to keep up, basically. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I like going away from the consistent rotation. I have nothing against that at all, in grand scheme of things. However, there is also something to note is that if you can keep up a very consistent, specific rotation during the leveling, you don't really have to pay much attention to this whole grinding and leveling business at all, which is sort of a benefit on its own. Means I can do other stuff on my other screen. Means I can I can listen to things I need to listen to for other real life, you know, things I need to pay attention to, and so on. I can do all sorts of things like that, which I might not be able to if I constantly have to pay attention to, like, okay, I need to pay attention to this, this, and this, and this all the damn time. Like, obviously, I don't do this, like, listen to other things and whatnot while I am in dungeons, because then I have to actually, you know, pay attention to constantly shifting circumstances, especially since I am playing this character as a healer, right, in dungeons. However, for just generic leveling like this, it is a very nice thing to be able to do the same thing over and over in a constant, you know, rotation with very little variable, very little variance, very little changes to it. From the point of view that it allows you to keep up efficiency and effectiveness in a very, very, like, consistent, constant manner. Not matter, but manner. And that is sort of important when you are just grinding, when you want to do something in a when you are grinding, when you are questing, whatever. And I am so far finding the blackout while it is useful in many cases, it is, however, often also a detriment to that. It forces me to pay more attention here than I would like to. So I'm thinking the blackout will have to go, and that is a long-winded explanation of why I am, you know, talking about it so much when it happens. But hopefully that made sense to somebody. Like here, it absolutely is useful, right? On my second mind flay, stops this thing from smacking me around, so forth. I'm gonna get an ad here if I'm not careful. So yeah, let's avoid that particular situation, and let's get ourselves some drinking going on. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up again, and I'm gonna just grind. Alright, I think I talked way too much about blackout again. So yeah, there was another blackout that was interesting blackout, that one. Like, it allowed me to actually change to what I was planning to, because I saw this spawn and I was about to move towards that, but then I changed where I was not gonna go, and I was a little afraid that this particular raptor would pull in then the other one as well. However, the blackout kept the raptor over there instead of like chasing right after me, so that was sort of useful. But then again, that is entirely out of my control, that particular usefulness. Like, it's completely out of my control, it's just a random percentage chance that it happens. So it can happen like that, it can also happen in a very, very awkward and annoying fashion. So yeah, yeah. Let's just say that it basically has to go. I'm still gonna put the like the 5th point into it, and when I hit 39, just to, you know, because I started to, just to mess around with it more. But yeah, pretty much decided at this point that I am speaking out of this one thing once I respec at level 40. I mean, if you look at that, that is helpful, right? So far, of like the last few like blackout procs, all of them have been sort of helpful in a variety of ways. But it is still, like I said, it is an entirely random percentage chance. So I don't like that. Like, and this is where I can go on a bit of a discussion, I guess. Um, can talk and well, you're welcome. You're welcome to disagree with me in the comment section, YouTube, whatever. Entirely up to you. This is just my opinion. This is where I personally prefer the Balfour Azeroth talent system over this particular talent system. Like, yeah, a lot of people get a whole lot of like. Okay, here is a basically useless blackout. But anyway, a lot of people get a lot of kicks from the fact that oh, I get a level up. I can put a point in here somewhere. The honest fact is that those points, like vast majority of them, do not make a noticeable difference to anything you do. And the ones that actually do make a noticeable difference, they tend to be either one of those things where it's like you have to spend 3 to 5 points for it to really matter, or then it's a 1 point and it actually does really big thing. Like there is a lot of them. Like every spec has one of those. Like let's say Vampiric Embrace and Shadow Form. Like these things do a very big thing with 1 point, and those are like definitive to the spec. However, basically everything else is a like spend 5 points here to have any real use out of it. Very good example is Shadow Weaving, where yeah, I get this awesome ability of, you know, I can put 1 point in this Shadow Weaving and have a you know, increased percentage damage of my shadow spells. But on the first point it's 20% chance. 1 in 5 of your shadow spells is going to give you that you know, 3% damage increase. Only after you have 5 points in it, and you could argue 4 points where it's an 80% chance, it's already a you know, a big deal. But and yes, it is. But it's only at 5 points is it a guaranteed chance every single time. And so that first point and the second point where it jumps from 20 to 40, those two are kind of like, yeah, that's cute, but it doesn't really help me much yet with like anything because it's such a rare occurrence. Whereas in the Balfour Azeroth talent system, I think they should like tighten the talent system in such a fashion that like you get a talent at like every 10 levels or something, and more of them would be like passive stuff. But whatever, that's my opinion on that, and it's an entirely different discussion from this one. For this one, the idea is that Balfour Azeroth talent system works in such a fashion that when you put a point in for something, you get 3 choices and you pick one of those. 3 choices, and you instantly get the effects of that particular thing. You do not need to wait for another, you know, level to get another percentage increase on that as a possibility for that talent to actually function. So yeah, there is a whole heck of a lot of talents like that in Balfour Azeroth, where you get that level range, you get this one talent, and that one talent really changes how your build works, or gives you so many more options, or whatever, what have you. Like it fundamentally changes your playstyle when that happens. Here, yes, we have those talents as well, like Shadow Form here. That fundamentally changes how this this thing works, right? And so on. But up on the way there are so many completely useless fluff things which don't really matter. Especially the first few points in them don't really matter. Like, there are so many talents in here which are nice little fluff, right? Alright. Like, for example, 1% critical chance increases. Like, yeah, that is sort of nice, but it's also entirely passive little thing. Like, why not just get rid of it and give everybody, give all the priests a 5% chance to crit if you spec holy? Like that's my point, right? That's my point. So that's where I like the Balfour Azeroth talent build system more than I like this one. Because I don't look at it in such a fashion where it's like, hey, I have one more point to spend, and I'm spending it on this useless thing, which, well, in like 3 more levels, it is actually going to be useful. No, in Balfour Azeroth, when I get that thing, I know it's going to be useful right fluffing now, right? It works the same way as Vampiric Embrace, as Shadow Form, as, you know, Mind Power Infusion, these things. Or Prayer or Divine Spirit, where you spend at 1 point and it does its thing. So I like that more. That's my personal opinion. I understand a lot of people like this sort of system more, and that's entirely up to you. Whichever system you prefer. Both of them have their goods and bads, but for me personally, from my point of view, from my perspective, this fluff system here, where you fill up with basically useless points. This is well, as I mentioned, useless points. What was that? Agility, stamina, right? That will be going in the auction house. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up again and I'm gonna play. I mean, this is so good. Like 40 kills, something like that. 7,500 XP to level up. Like, oh heck yes, please. Can I hit that level 39 in no bloody time? Is that is a raptor we can skin over there. Oh, very good. Oh yeah, there is also my mail from my bank with the 15 gold. We can definitely afford the mount at level 40. Can definitely afford our respec at level 40. Should hopefully be able to afford our skills as well. I mean, grinding from 39 to 40. The body disappeared anyway. Grinding from 39 to 40, probably on these raptors, at least half of that. Seems like a real good idea. That would give me so much gold that I can definitely afford all of those things without any hassle. Not any hassle whatsoever. Look at all this leather, man. So good. Alrighty then. Well then, that 378 crate to start off the fight with, that's obviously going to help a whole heck of a lot. I am actually tempted to, once I get this level up, to walk over to the spider cave and grind a little bit there and see how common the spider meat is. So, like, sort of figure out, like, okay, do I grind these spiders or do I grind these raptors for the level up? And also, what sort of vendor trash do they drop? Because I remember that, like, I've grinded there before, like, way back in Vanilla. I remember grinding there for, like, 2 levels, around this level range, on those spiders, specifically to get a bunch of spider meat and also a bunch of spider silk. They drop thick spider silk, I remember, if memory serves, which is what you need for a bunch of things. But and that is not so helpful blackout, but whatever. But yeah, I don't remember at all what sort of trash they drop. Let's not get that extra ad in here. Yeah, under 6000 XP level. Ooh, so good. Anyways, well, I'll shut up and continue grinding, huh? Or apparently I'm not gonna shut up, because what was that? Intellect, stamina, gloves. I mean, it doesn't outdo the 9 spirit gloves which I have, but we should be able to make some money off those. Should be able to. I mean, vendor price for that is 18 silver. We should easily be able to, like, the deposit cost for posting those on auction house should be like 5 silver or less, and we should easily pull off like 60, 70 silver of that. Those are really good, really damn good gloves. Really good gloves. Wow. Right? Not for me. Not for me. They do not outdo the spirit. And if you ask why, because of spirit tab. Like, spirit is the healer resource. Frankly, it's the healer resource, and it is the resource for grinding as a shadow priest. Because this thing doubles your spirit after killing a thing. So you get 100% spirit increase, which means that you get a massive amount of mana recovery. And intelligence is nothing but mana pool. Like, look at that, over 300 spirit. Intelligence is nothing but mana pool and critical hit chance. It doesn't actually make your spells deal more damage or anything of the sort. Well, critical hit chance, yeah, right? Like, that makes you obviously deal more damage, but unless you get a crit, your spells don't actually do like just purely more damage since you have more higher intelligence. No. Spirit is the thing you want on a priest, and I will take these over those any day. Endgame, yeah, I do still want some intelligence to have a good enough mana pool, but I still want a crap load of spirit. As much spirit as I can cram in for the mana recovery for actual healing, you know? like resisted the mind blast. That is thankfully very uncommon, but still seems to happen, huh? Yeah, that was a little annoying. I thought I was far enough from the other raptor when this whole thing, you know, when the whole screech for help happened, but apparently I wasn't. So that's ever so mildly annoying. That's fine. We will make do. Okay, just doing a little bit of other things on the other screen, and let's finish this grind to level 39, huh? Oh, okay. The Shadow Word Pain was resisted. I was wondering for a moment. Like, I look at the other screen and then I realized, hey, there is actually no Shadow Word Pain on this thing. Did I forget to cast that? And I was like, no, I didn't. But it was resisted, so... Alright, that explains that. And there is one rather non-helpful blackout. Well, so I only need like a couple raptors to a level up, which is sort of nifty, sort of nice. Another not really helpful blackout. Okay, you want to be the last one of this level up, right? Yeah, you do. You do indeed. There we go. Level 39. Now, I was thinking of like continuing to grind these raptors for a while longer, but I'm honestly... Let's also use that. I'm honestly kind of interested. Let's go see about the spider cave right now. Also, let's find out how many more, how much XP do I get now per raptor at 36? Like, do I really want to go to some higher level place? Like, find another location, but. I mean, it's 180 XP, which is rather little overall. Like, from a 36, and what's 37? I could definitely consider going to another different location for the for 39 to 40. So that could be a thing. But I wanna grind a little bit on those spiders. Let's see if the spiders are okay. 200 XP for a level 37. Okay, let's go sell trash. I'm gonna kill this raptor before I go sell trash. And then let's go and grind a little bit of spiders for, I don't know, half an hour or something. I'm gonna call the recording there, and then I will see about like whether those spiders are like worth grinding over these raptors as well in that particular time. I'm liking these raptors a lot because even if I do get a little slower level up from them, they do drop a whole heck of a lot of good stuff, which was worth a lot of bloody gold, as in vendor trash wise, worth a lot of gold. Also gotten a few very nice green items, which also, like, some of them vendored really well, and some of them are going into auction house to be sold for pretty good penny. So there is that. You know what? Let's kill one more raptor while we're just wandering through here. Yeah, I'm not thinking these level 36s are not worth my time, but if those spiders are like 37, 38 on the nose, then that would be real nice. Real nice. I can always go to Desolate and go grind to level 38 Thunder Lizard area. That can work. So maybe we are done with these raptors indeed. Like, the level 36 is a little too little XP per kill. Just a tad below what I would prefer. Alright, let's go. First of all, sell crap. Oh, come on. I can walk up this mountain. Hill. Whatever. Okay, let's see how much money we make out of all this trash. This time, also let's repair all of my stuff anyways at the same time. Yeah, I mean, add the 15 gold, add the 15 gold, which is right now in the mail, and we are already over 90 gold here. That is pretty good. Alright, let's try this spider cave. Let us try this spider cave, because if I'm already past level 90 gold, then I really don't need, like, I only need about 10 gold, something like that. That's a level 35. Yeah, that is a little too low for me to worry about grinding that. That's a bit too low. Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? Some hunter here. Somebody else here as well. So these are level 35 to 36. I'm guessing the ones inside the cave are a little higher. But this is definitely not worth grinding. So yeah, the higher level spiders are inside the cave. Alright. Now I know that is not worth grinding at this level anymore. No point to that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the raptors for like half a level or something along those lines. And then I'm gonna, no, not half a level. For the next half an hour, just get a little bit more gold out of it, do a little bit more grinding on it. While I'm doing this recording anyway. And then I'm gonna look up, like, have a look of like, where would I like to grind the rest of this level. Or would I get a chance to get like a cathedral group actually? Because that would also be pretty nice. It would be nice to get the cathedral run out of the way. Get a little bit of XP from turning that quest in, get a new necklace, all sorts of things like that. Alright, I'm pretty much here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna AFK just a short moment. I'm gonna grab a drink and then continue grinding. Here we are, ready to kill a few hundred more raptors. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously I can stay here from from 39 to 40, right? Like, I can absolutely do that. However, the XP is just a tad too low from the level 36s now, as they are green to me. That it's going to take an extensive amount of time, as opposed to if I were to grind like level 38 and whatnot. So I might have a look see at something else to grind instead. Might even go and try and do this. Actually, I think I may know where I might want to do this. I wouldn't like to go all the way to Badlands for the level 40 coyote farm, but like I'm not seeing that as a thing. But maybe I maybe I do like half an hour here, then try to get a cathedral group, or if not, then I'll figure out something else. What I had in my mind is like they are not beasts, but maybe I don't need beasts anymore. There is the bunch of murlocs here in the north, right? I'm thinking those might be a thing we do. Those should be like level 38 to 40, or maybe even 41. We should be able to do those murlocs. Maybe that is worth checking out right now. Maybe that's somewhere I check out right now. I'm pretty close there anyway. Murlocs also probably drop clams. Clams have usually a very good meat in them, which is pretty dang nice. I just have to say that I really like beasts from the point of view like all of this leather sells so dang well to the vendor. So I make a whole heck of a lot of gold from all the skinning. So there is that. But level 40 onwards, we are definitely grinding a bunch of beasts again. I know where I wanna grind that. At least for at least for a little while, that is. I know where I wanna really grind that. Okay, I'm gonna kill these raptors on my way and make my way to the coast and see about the murlocs. Well, it's coming to me to be killed. That is interesting. Well then, also find more things to pick up, but need to fight some crocodiles for it, huh? Or crocodilesque, I guess. You really, seriously resisted my mind blast? Silly thing. You get a harder hitting mind blasts in then because it's like had a few stacks of shadow vulnerability going on. Alright. Life root. Well, a little bit of life root never hurt anybody. Maybe. I wouldn't actually truly know that, would I? Alright, we are at the coast. Let's find ourselves some murlocs. There is a warlock here, killing said murlocs. Level 36, 37, 36. There is that island deeper down, where there might be higher level, the murlocs. What I really dislike about the murlocs though is that they run away. They just run the bloody away, which is real annoying to deal with. Like, so easy to get ads with creatures who run away. Like, I do not like. Do not like. So maybe we say screw it to this Murloc plan, but I just wanna have a look. No. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not going the wrong way. There is the damn Murloc Island. Right? Or was it that one? One or the other is the Murloc Island. Let's go swim over there and have a look. Oh, there is level 38 turtles. Problem with turtles is they are, these ones at least, they are underwater, like all of them. And I do not have a water breathing spell. So, but otherwise I would love to, you know, hunt me some turtles. But we're gonna be doing that from like level 40 to 42. We're going to be hunting turtles in Tanaris. So you guys here can live in relative peace, because these things vendor like so bloody well. Holy moly! All right, turtle. All right. That's level 37, 37, 37. And these are actually sort of decent. A decent level stuff, you know, level wise, which means decent XP wise. Also, is there really this many turtles around here? So I might like this many turtles. Ooh, level 38. Alright. Maybe we hang around with this Murloc Island for like, I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. Okay, just a sec, I need to look something up. Right, sorry about that. To look some stuff up. Yeah, I'll pull this this tortoise first, and then let's smack the murloc around the head and see how that goes. Come over here, Myrfin warrior. Yeah, this is what I dislike so much. Like, things running away. Okay, XP is decent, they drop fish scales and other things of useful nature. But yeah, I'm gonna run into problems here with like these things like running into and getting me ads and whatnot. So yeah, I'm thinking this is probably not the place for me to grind. Like in all seriousness. Alright, let's say screw that. Let's go hang around on the raptors for like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of thinking. Alright. Garbage, spirit stamina mail piece. Yeah, vendor tab, trash, another turtle meat. Although I did get a fish oil and some shiny fish scales, which we can definitely hold on to. For some shaman somewhere, some friendly chamois who needs all of that. Okay, can I get out from here? Like, is this a thing? Like, some of the slopes you can climb make no sense, and some of them make like absolutely no sense, and the rest of them like is like, wait, how can I not climb that? Oh, there is already raptors right here for me to slaughter. Alright, fine, let's do that then. Come over here. Alright, Well, lots of random meat. Like, there is white spider meat. That would be pretty nifty to have a bunch of, but I ain't grinding level 35 spiders, alright? And I think you need 2 of these for one of the damn thing. Oh, there's a turtle scale. Alright, that's good. Need a bunch of those. Those should auction pretty damn decently. Ha. So what I wanna do is I wanna at level 40 I wanna grind the turtles in outside gadgets and in Tanaris for like a couple levels. Get a whole heck of a lot of turtle scales and auction those off. So there should be a bunch of leather workers at that point trying to make the various turtle armors, because you can make pretty damn good mail gear at that level with leatherworking for up and coming chamois who suddenly realize that hey, I would actually like some mail gear, and and then leatherworkers can actually make that. Just requires turtle scales. So we should be able to auction those off for a pretty decent price. Alright, yeah, this is gonna take a long time if I do it here. Of course I did a little bit of running around over there, but it's still like over 400 kills. So I do have to look for another leveling spot. I'm just gonna stay here for like 10-15 minutes more, so I don't have to like run around more. Just get a few more kills here, and then I'll consider another location for this grinding, and maybe see if I can get a cathedral group. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Let's say I leave when my powered fortitude runs out. That seems pretty dang reasonable, actually. Oh, something I could look into is go into this island section here, like in middle of nowhere, and because of all those turtles around, like, can I find the turtles on the little islands instead of in the water? That could be a thing. Because I don't want to swim all over, all around the place, but if I can find a whole crapload of turtles like that, that would be real nice, actually. I would definitely not mind. Yeah, once my powered fortitude runs out, I'm gonna go check on those turtles, and if that doesn't look feasible, I'm gonna think of another grind spot. Because while this is doable all the way to 40, it is a tad too slow. It's just a tad too slow. Partially because of these level 36s, right? But now I for sure know a very awesome place for grinding from 36 to 37, 38, even 13 all the way to 39 for a skinner and you know, somebody with skinning. There is like no through traffic here. Like the only quest in this area seems to be the escort quest, and you can just grind these raptors to complete peace. That is amazing. That makes this such an awesome little spot. Well, that is slightly unhelpful blackout there. Right, you're going to be the second to last raptor. That one is going to be the last one. Then we're off to check out some islands for funsies. Yeah, all of my stuff is running out right now, so let's do you, and then I am off to some island hopping over there, down south. Well, I guess I'm killing a few more then, since everything is in my way. Get out of here. Oh jeez, that is a little annoying. Got both of them when at low mana. Oh well. Well, that does open the path out of here, huh? Come on, give me my mana. Thank you. Oh, wrong thing. That one. Thank you. And then let's drop some heals. A new Shadow Word Pain on you. And as soon as I get the mana for a new renew, let's do that, and then just grind you down with the wand. My inner fire ran out, so I'm taking a bit more damage than I like from all of this clawing thing, but whatever. Come on, don't patrol into me right now, thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Oh, citrine, huh? Not bad. Not bad at all. Little something something. Okay, so basically go past this thing, and let's just jump into the ocean from somewhere here past the tower, and have a look-see at the island hopping with the Isn't that where the fisherman guy is, like the fisherman trainer? Harrison Bones, as in Jones. Whatever. Dustwallow Bay. Yep, here we are. Okay, so there is level 40 muck shells around. Is this something I could grind? They are mostly in the water though, so not really feasible to. Because swimming around is slower than walking, right? So not really all that enjoyable. Also, apparently these things run away, which is really annoying. Real annoying. Stop running away, you bloody things. Okay. Couple silver per kill. Which is some kind of a thresher thing. Alright, let's and also you run into risk of drowning when you're fighting stuff in the water, which is obviously a little bit of a problem. I mean, if I was a warlock, had enduring breath, yeah, this would be much more doable that way. Yeah, I'm guessing this whole island hopping is a bad idea. Not going to work for grinding random things in the ocean, specifically turtles, hopefully, but just with these clackers and whatnot all over the place, nah, this is not gonna be fun. Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna call it right here. I'm gonna look up another grinding spot and whatnot, so thank you very much for watching.